and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. Stagecoach, don't stop here no longer, and the gold mines have all turned to rust. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder and dust. It ain't about riches or glory, or the names in the ledger of old. It's the warmth of a stone when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. I've outrun the law and the weather, I've outlasted the heat of the day, but I'm tired of being the hunter when my heart's half a lifetime away. Just a few more miles through the sagebrush, just a few more miles to go. The Green Arrow, honey, I'm home. The dust settles down on the highway, and the neon starts fading to blue. I've looked for a home in the shadows in every town I've passed through, but there's a light in the window a-calling, like a bell ringing steady and free. I finally found where I'm grounded. Yeah, the Green Arrow's calling to me. Oh, the Green Arrow points me back home. handshakes are honest, and you're never alone.
Let's check something else out. I say, guys, I know you were enjoying that, but I saw this link and I thought we gotta have a look at this. Don't we? We gotta see what this is about. Let's rock it and find out. Don't ask
I
me.
am the Patriot Investigator. Today, we are opening the expanded case file on the Fectriot fraud. We are putting Stephen Yaxley Lennon's celebrity alliance with Sharon Osbourne under the microscope and exposing the hidden financial network that proves his Unite the Kingdom movement is nothing but an international grift. Let us open the evidence files. We start with Exhibit A, the anti-English quote. Robinson's grassroots supporters march under the flag of St. George, claiming to defend English history from erasure. Yet on a recent United States podcast, Osborne aggressively attacked England's history, stating, "People forget what happened to the Irish, but the English stole their land, they tortured its people, and the English treated the Irish despicably, and it went on for years and years." How can a man claiming to lead a British patriot movement proudly align himself with an elite Los Angeles celebrity who publicly accuses the English of being historic torturers? This brings us to Exhibit B, the Windsor Tea Shop mockery. Grassroots supporters want to protect traditional working-class English heritage, but Osborne actively mocks it. In that same American interview, she laughed about how the country used to be, complaining it used to be English tea shops with china, and everybody used to go there for afternoon tea, and you would go to Windsor Park and watch some polo. To her, the historic England that the far right marches to save is nothing but an outdated joke. Exhibit C exposes the absolute kill shot, celebrating demographic replacement. In the interview, the host Bill Maher noted that walking around London in 1984 was all white, but today London is mostly people of colour, calling it a happy fact and stating he was applauding it. Did Sharon Osbourne defend the white British demographic? Absolutely not. She coldly dismissed any conservative nostalgia for traditional England, validating Maher by stating nothing stays the same, and if you stay the same, you get left behind. Then we have Exhibit D, the rejection of heritage nationalism. The core of the far-right UK movement revolves around protecting white British heritage, yet Osborne explicitly centres herself outside of it, pointing to her own Irish Catholic and Ashkenazi Jewish ancestry. She actively mocked people obsessed with their legacy, stating, "When people go, 'my heritage, my legacy, this, that, the other,' it is like, 'Yeah, what about the Jews, mate?'" But the hypocrisy goes even deeper. Welcome to Exhibit E, the free speech fraud. Robinson claims to be the ultimate defender of free speech against a tyrannical establishment. Yet Osborne recently attacked the Irish rap group Kneecap for expressing their political beliefs at the Coachella Music Festival. Because she disagreed with their pro-Palestine statements, she publicly demanded that their US work visas be revoked. Robinson is aligning with a woman who actively tries to cancel and deport musicians for their political speech, proving his free speech crusade is a complete sham. Now, let us look at the money, because this is where the grift truly lies. Welcome to Exhibit F, the bankruptcy shield. In 2021, Robinson declared bankruptcy. Why? To avoid paying a £100,000 court-ordered libel judgment to Jamal Hijazi, a 15-year-old Syrian schoolboy whose life he ruined with malicious defamatory lies. He claimed absolute destitution to bailiffs, chasing him for £103,000 in court costs, stating he had no assets. But the wealth is hidden in plain sight. Let's look at Exhibit G, the outbound drain. Despite his claims of poverty, his former wife, Jenna Vowles, acted as a proxy director for companies with £319,000 in unpaid tax before they were liquidated. Former employees witnessed the withdrawal of £33,000 of donor cash, allegedly used for coke habits, prostitutes, and designer clothes. And the ultimate proof of his hidden cash, when fleeing the UK to avoid his High Court contempt proceedings, he was caught at the Eurotunnel with £13,000 in cash stuffed in his car. Finally, we reach Exhibit H, the global astroturfing network. Robinson tells you he's a working-class British patriot, but his movement relies entirely on foreign dark money. He's received $60,000 from the US think tank Middle East Forum to fund his legal fees and London rallies. He previously drew a £5,000 a month salary from Canada's Rebel News. And right now, while he demands his supporters stand on the streets of London, where's he? He's on a tour in the United States, bragging about giving presentations in Florida and Los Angeles, and desperately hoping to meet Donald Trump. He tells his supporters that to put pressure on 10 Downing Street, he must do it through Washington, D.C. Let us look at the final alignment dashboard. Sharon Osbourne is not a British nationalist. She condemns English history, celebrates changing demographics, and advocates for cancelling artists whose speech she dislikes. Meanwhile, Tommy Robinson is not a grassroots hero. He's a highly calculated financial machine, funded by American think tanks and hiding hundreds of thousands of pounds from the British courts while bleeding the working class dry. He's taking donations from people who are terrified of losing their country while bragging about an endorsement from a Hollywood elite who tells those same people they're just getting left behind. It proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that his working class patriotism is just a marketing gimmick. He's a factriot who will sell out his own grassroots supporters the second a Beverly Hills millionaire gives him a crumb of media clout or an American politician offers him a payday. Keep your wallets closed, keep your eyes open.
Right. Hey guys, I read your comments. Sound good, really. It's just I haven't been getting as much work out as I'd like to. I was having a look at the number of videos before we were live streaming. I was putting out between 3 and 5 a day, and now today I only put 2 out. Yesterday I only put 1 out, and that's not good enough. I've also got stuff like this to worry about. I don't know what to do with it. See, I put this out. I'll be accused of being an anti-Semite. And I've got information has come into me. Don't worry about who. And I don't know what to do about it, whether to run with it. I don't know whether it's true, whether it's false. And again, it'll lead me to claims of being anti-Semitic and anti-Zionist. So I've got those things on my mind, what to do. The channel, and also our PC keeps overheating and beeping. So I got to clean that tomorrow. But I am absolutely fine, okay? Really, really fine. Nothing stops me, does it, right? Right, what are we doing? Let me catch up on the comments. Sharon Osbourne is a dozy cow. Yeah. Makeshift only comes in here quite often. Oh, that's good. I left a comment on one of the channels saying we were going to use it. Good evening. If you haven't got a cause, you're familiar with that expression, rebel without a cause? After the BNP collapsed and I was in the wilderness for 10 years, that's what it felt like, the wilderness. Some people need a cause to fight for. I didn't have nothing. Absolutely no purpose, no banner to rally under, nothing to organise. I went off and helped run the company for a while, but the buzz had gone out of that. Didn't get the same thrill. Oh, duh, duh. Yeah. And for example, take last night. I kind of lost my cool, didn't I? I do occasionally. I can either be very cool or I can explode. Rarely do I explode. But what happened was I was listening, thinking about and this is another thing on my mind, the English Constitutional Party. Um, and it might have seemed that I was shouting at people in the room, but I was just shouting at one commenter because as I listened to it and was actually thinking more about it, I'd never paid any interest towards the English Constitutional Party. I was aware of them. I'd been told that they'd done some good work, but I hadn't really thought what their plans were until some of the comments came in. And then I saw it. They were calling for effectively the break of the United Kingdom. I'd make, you can't hear it now, but the computer is giving me the overeating warning. I'll clean it first thing in the morning. And so I just lost it. If they think I'm going to promote the breakup of the United Kingdom, they got another thing coming. We spent hundreds of years fighting each other, the Irish, the English, the Scots and the Welsh. Okay, the English came out on top and we had a bit of stick afterwards. And now we're united against a common enemy. And then people are telling me, hold on, we're going to break up the United Kingdom and it'll be better. I just don't see that. I don't see how dividing the United Kingdom could make us better. And so I went and read, and they say, oh, well, we'll break up the United Kingdom, everyone will be independent, but then we'll unite with 4 different parliaments. I think we've got too many politicians as it is. We want to be getting rid of politicians. So then I'm torn between, well, one of them said, oh, you lose viewers. Do I look as if I care about losing viewers? The only thing I've ever cared about is telling the truth. Some people will listen, some won't. So I thought, yeah, well, fine. If they disagree, they disagree. But I'm not going to have them coming in here causing division. I really don't want division in the room. I don't want people coming in and saying, yeah, Restore's okay, but we'd be better off if we broke away from the Welsh and the Scots. We could do it on our own. I don't want that kind of talk. So what do I do with them? I slam them in the dungeon. And now we got about 90 of them in the dungeon. I'm sure some of them are innocent. But what do? In this country, we would rather let, say, 9 murderers go free than hang one innocent man. Well, the Chinese would rather hang 9 innocent people, or if one of them was the killer, then let one go free, So I'm sure there's innocent people in there. Might give them amnesty one day, but I'm not going to have them leaving comments attempting to divide, restore Britain. We saw what happened to Advance UK, which was undermined from within, and it was. We know who undermined it. I'm not having that in this channel. I don't want Lady JNA tangling, say, with Ribeye over, oh, well, we'd be better off. We could still be in the Restore Party, but we'd be better off without the Welsh, or we'd be better off without Ulster. I don't want to hear people saying that. I'm a unionist. I've always been a unionist. I'm not going to change my colours now for anyone. My father was a unionist. He was Welsh and he was a unionist, and he had a tattoo of the Union Jack on his arm. Excuse me, guys. So, if I was shouting at anyone last night, please don't think I was shouting at the entire room. I was only slightly angry at the commenter who wanted to defend breaking up our union. Yes, I agree. Correct. Did you see the image I put up, Rabbi? The the one, I don't know, let's play it through. You see, guys? Here we go.
Has found in a world full of lonesome, I'm finally me. 'Cause the green arrows where I should be. They say that the road is a master that leads you to nowhere at all. But I built me a bridge over trouble, and I finally stepped over the wall. You can keep all your gold and your silver and your ships out on the deep rolling sea. I'll take the peace and the promise, follow the green arrow home just for me. Oh, the green arrow points me back home, where the handshakes are honest and you're never alone. From the rise of the sun till the stars hit the ground, it's the sweetest refrain that my poor heart has found. In a world full of lonesome, I'm finally me.
I offered to do it for you, love.
'Cause the green arrows where I should be. You know, sometimes you wander so far, you forget what it's like to belong. But then you see that sign, and you realize you're home. Where the spirit is free, the green arrow, that's the path
There's
for
Lincoln.
me.
I know, Abs, coming up to the mic, please. I put a link in. Waiting for you, Abs. You can tell us about it now. Hello, Abs.
Oh,
Stand by.
I am yawning something awful. Let me turn that off so I don't have to have an echo here. And we'll get the show on the road. It's not like a...
Abs. Time out. Right. I saw your video. I've got things to do, so I'm going now. Can you look after the channel for a bit? Cheers.
Yeah, sure. Sure, fair enough. So it's just both of me here then, I guess. Let me get this off so I can give you my undivided attention. So basically, the situation with my short video, I actually had another video planned, but I ended up scrapping it as I think it puts my location in a bit of danger. So I had to cancel that one. But I will go over what I said in it just to let you know. But as far as the short's concerned, essentially, I've got a few people who are giving me a bit of stick, which obviously it makes not that much difference to me, to be honest. The only real thing to take from it more than anything is that I still stand by what I've said, which is that I'm still not going to go to the United Kingdom. And I'd already mentioned it beforehand, before I even did the video in the first place, which is that I wasn't going regardless. That's what people fail to understand. I already made my decision long before Danny Tomo came out and said that if we don't attend, that we should be shamed. And as I've said before, he didn't discriminate on basically who should be shamed, whether it's the elderly, whether it's the infirm, whether it's people like me that are wider than the Channel Tunnel. Like, as far as that's concerned, I had already made that decision. All he did was, you got wet concrete on the floor. All he did was basically take my stance on that and dip it straight in the concrete, and it's now set in stone. Oh, God. Don't know where that came from. But yeah, he's basically set it in stone now. But of course, there are going to be people like, oh, what should we do then? What should we do? Do this, that, and the other. Like, here's the thing. If I believed this movement was going to do anything, I would go. And it's not out of apathy. It's matter-of-factly. Vindicator's brought this point up many, many times, that they're basically not coordinating adequately enough. Doing one big movement in the middle of London is not going to get the results they think it's going to get. Now, if it was like, I don't know, 10 different locations, like let's say there was going to be 1 million people, for the sakes of argument, going down to London. Let's say that for the sakes of argument. Split that up into 10 groups, hit 10 locations across the country, almost said the globe for whatever reason. That will pull the police apart much more effectively. So they won't be able to draw upon several police forces to be able to outnumber us. And we can start applying pressure to the government to start doing as we ask, which is to remove these treacherous people who are predominantly Islamic from trying to destroy us from within. And likewise, to stop the immigration of Middle Eastern countries who are intolerant of us coming over here. That's, at the end of the day, that's the same message a lot of us, I think, would agree with. And Danny Tomo, all he's really done, he's not brought unity. He's literally repulsed a lot of people away from this little protest, quite frankly. Like, I'll be clear on this. Do I respect some of the stuff Danny Tomo's done? Yeah, I do. Likewise, do I respect some of the stuff that Tommy Robinson has done? Absolutely. But that does not mean I am morally obligated to attend whatever rally they put out. The only way I could truly say that we might be obligated is if we, I don't know, sign like a bloody contract to say, yeah, we'll be over here and we'll provide support. But last time I checked, I don't think any of you lot say that like it's derogatory. I don't think any of you lot signed a contract with Danny Tomo, did you? Like, you see where this is going? Like, I've got no contract to any of these guys. There's only one contract I have, and that's to my fucking job. Sorry, it pisses me off when people don't engage their brain. They just say, oh, you're this, that, and the other, and your feelings are hurt. Absolutely not. They like to use this put words in your mouth tactic as if they think they know you. That's the thing. I don't claim to know anybody here. I know what some people's backgrounds are, like Green Arrow, because obviously he's mentioned it. Likewise, I know Vindicator used to be fighting in what have you, in Iraq. But that does not mean that I can say, yeah, I know these guys 100%. Likewise, I don't claim to know any of you 100%, other than the fact that Bad Wolf does music. So these people are coming out who want to try and criticize us and try to sow those seeds of division and split us apart. That's all it is. And I have been in and out of the other streams from Vindicator as well. Basically, I also see that there are a few shit stirrers out there as well, like Jupiter Affiliated, who I still need to look into this video, but I still remember when she came into one of the first streams I attended with, I say that like I was in it, but basically I started commenting on his streams and what have you, and then there was that back and forth between Dino Bane, and whether Dino Bane overreacted or what have you, I mean, that's up for discussion, but I've seen Jupiter she wants drama. That's all she wants. She wants to use the term again, she wants to drive a wedge between us. She wants to speculate with practically no evidence. Now, I'll read a little bit of the chat because obviously I'm running my mouth and I'm not giving my chance to stroke number one, giving myself a chance to cool down. God almighty. Welcome, Kim. So, yeah. That's the way I look at it. I wish I could highlight some of these comments, but obviously it's not my stream, so unfortunately I can't bring them up. But I am reading through these, so don't you worry. It just gives me 1,000 videos on a planet. That's because it's, I believe it's Jupiter Affiliated. Let me be clear, don't send anybody hate, by the way. Let me be clear on that. We've got to be classy, we've got to be respectful. We mustn't stoop to their level. At the end of the day, these people, I think Vindicator said this appropriately, they are the bottom feeders more than anything. They are the ones that they feed off of drama like a parasite. They are a leech. They will drain our energy like a leech drains blood. I'm sure Green Arrow would say something along the lines of, I'd like a wife drains your wallet, but I'm not going to be of that opinion because, you know, not every woman's like that. Oh, dear. So, shit. Coincidence that it's just after I say about the wife and what have you. Oh, dear. Oh, I think you're muted. Mike. Your mic. Your mic. I can't. Damn it. Oh, God. Come on, you're killing me here. Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie me. So I'm going to have to type it in. Your mic is muted, my good man. Oh, dear. Or is it me not turning